Hi all, Agent here, and we're going to do a video with an art bot. This is a pickup truck I built. It's a version of a bot. It had a bunch of sales, couple hundred sales in the shop. It disappeared off the shop, but had a couple hundred sales called Baja. I wanted to cram 3 modules into it, but there's just no way I could fit them with the structure of that bot. So I built a pretty close copy that's a tiny bit wider, or not wider, a tiny bit longer, and was able to fit 3 modules inside. So first thing we're going to do is head out, cap a tower, nose up to the corner, and then I can sit in one spot and look up both connector strips and cap that tower really fast. And I'm going to do that for most of this match. This bot is not meant for combat. I just popped an EMP there to try to clear them out before they capped the tower, but they capped it right after I pressed the hotkey, so whatever, no big deal. They almost always get that tower anyway. But back on the topic of art bots don't have to be bad. They don't have to be easy to destroy. They don't have to be ineffective. They can be good bots if you know what you're doing and you can engineer inside that outer shell properly. And that's what I've done here. It's not incredibly tough, but that's because it's got 3 modules in it. Pretty much anything with 3 modules in it is not going to be a frontline fighter. It's just not that tough, and it's not going to be. You've got so much CPU that's tied up in modules that there's not a lot left for armor and other parts. So our team got that tower. I tried to slide in there and it helped finish it off, but it didn't make it in time. So we're going to go up here and we're going to take their tower and really put some pressure on them, because once you start losing your shield, things can get pretty ugly pretty quick. People start losing their morale. They start infighting, means arguing with their own teammates and blaming people for stuff. And it really tears their team apart if they're constantly losing their shield. So we're going to blink out of there so I can finish my heals up, which apparently I did in the air. I thought somebody was coming after me because I saw an enemy, but apparently not. So as soon as I had my orientation, I popped a shield to save me from taking further damage. Didn't need it there, so I'm going to pop an EMP, hopefully stun anybody in its radius. Looks like I missed. They're not going to hit a whole lot, the EMPs. They're really useful for area denial and clearing out areas where you don't want enemy players. But as far as actually stunning them with it, it's only going to be like maybe 1 or 2 out of 5 times you use it, if even that. I've had good games where I've been able to use it effectively and stun players, but the stun time is so low that unless you've got a really powerful build that can dish out a lot of damage, you're probably not even going to kill them in the time that they're stunned. But it does make an excellent area denial tool, and that's what I use it as, is an area denial tool. So this thing, obviously, it's got blink, it's got a shield, and it's got an EMP in it. With this event this weekend, it makes it actually a very powerful build. It's really fun to play because you're always doing something. You're always moving, you're always fighting, you're always getting out of a fight, helping your teammates out. So it's really effective and it's really fun. I think it's a little too much for balance in the game because it puts the advantage in clearly in the hands of the players who have modules. But it's really fun right now. I like it. So at this point, if you notice, like, I keep drifting to the right, and my bot, when I healed up, one of my wheels is stuck turning or something. Something's wrong with it, so I need to die so that I can respawn and get my wheel fixed, because that's the only way to get it fixed, is to respawn. But I'm not going to respawn yet. I am going to head up into their base, and I'm going to damage their reactor a bit, and get a little something done while I die. And that's one of the downsides of playing these types of art bots. Anything with a cruiser is that the wheels have been bugged forever, and the developer just refuses to fix the problem because they're going to recode the wheels. But in the meantime, we're left with movement parts that are pretty useless. So we're in their base. I want to do some more damage to the reactor. I'm not going to do a whole lot, but like I said, I want to accomplish something with my death. I don't want to just go die or click the respawn button myself and wait on a countdown. So I went into their base and hit their reactor a little bit. And now I've got to wait on our countdown unless somebody captures a tower. That's another really a bad thing about these bugs is that the only way to fix them is to respawn, but if your team has all of the towers, you're kind of screwed, especially if you're high overclock, which I've been high overclock for most of the match thus far. So there's our respawn. Pop an EMP to get this guy out of here. He managed to get out of the area of effect, and he's going to blink away. So we're going to head out, and we're going to see if we can stop him from taking this tower, because I can pretty much guarantee that's what he's going to try to do, is take that tower. Yep, he's going for it. So we're going to pop another EMP. That'll kind of help clear him out. He's got one of our aircraft on him. And we are going to go ahead and take this tower back. We're going to nose up to the corner there, not where the connector strips are, but between them. That way I can just look right up the middle, use my plasma cannons, and capture the tower. It's exactly what this bot was meant to do. It was meant to support the team with shields and area denial and capture towers quickly. So I've only got 5 plasma cannons. It's not even the optimal number for this plasma cannon. I'm using plasma bombarders. I'm not trying to deal a lot of damage. I'm just trying to cap towers and use my abilities to support the team. So I don't need a whole lot of firepower on this thing. I need just enough to capture towers. So we're going to sit here, hope we don't get spotted, heal up, and then we're going to go back out. We're going to pop an EMP while we're sitting here, because I think there was an enemy trying to take that tower. Pretty sure they were fighting somebody there, but I couldn't see. My radar wasn't highlighting anyone, but I thought, hey, you know, cooldowns are so fast right now, why not? It's not going to hurt anything. It's going to be like 15 seconds, and I'll be able to pop another. 15 seconds is very short. So we're going to move up. We're down to one tower that's partially capped already, so what we're going to do is pop a shield to cover me, make him have to come up through that shield to damage me while I take their tower, and we're going to move out. We're going to go see what's going on at the other tower. Using the blink, I use that a lot to avoid damage, since, as I said, this isn't an incredibly tough bot. It's got just enough armor to take a few hits and get the hell out. So that's what I typically try to do, pop a shield, pop a blink. Even an EMP, if that's all I got, I'll pop it and try to make them retreat or turn their attention on getting out of that area of effect. EMP is not very effective at defending your life, so I would not rely on it for that, but every once in a while it comes in handy for that. And what we got here, there's a guy that's desynced, which means the server is not reporting, is no longer reporting his position to the rest of the players in the match. But since everything is client-side hit detection, if he's hitting it on his screen, he's hitting it, he's able to damage it for the rest of us in the game. And that's what he's doing now, is he's shooting me. He's desynced, and 90% of players that get this, it's a long-standing game bug that's been happening for a long time, and they know when they're desynced because everyone is frozen on their screen. They know that they're having an effect, and if you see the way the guy captured that tower, the crystals aren't actually, they're not getting broken on his end because the server is not reporting to him crystal integrity and our positions anymore, but he's actually reporting to the server what he's doing. So he knows what he's doing. It's very clear that he knows he's cheating, especially when they shoot up those connector strips and capture towers, and it can be a game breaker. And there's really nothing you can do about it except take video, maybe try to get them to admit that they know that they're cheating in game and report them, and maybe they'll get a suspension for it. It is a warnable and I believe a bannable offense if you get caught doing it over and over again. But enough on that topic, let's go back to art bots. In a game such as this, where you can build anything you want, any type of bot, from flying to cars or pickup trucks like I'm driving right now, to even pixel art, I don't feel like it's a game that I want to use to, I hate to say, like, inflate my ego. And there's a little bit of drift there for some killing. This is really good at drifting. But anyway, back to the building thing. I don't really use this game to feel like I'm good at a game. I use it to play and have fun and build bots that look cool and perform cool. But I've never built or used bots like the Ninja Stars right now. I don't use what we call the meta builds, that are usually overpowered and too good at what they do and require balancing. Like, I actually avoid doing that. I choose things that are hard to play as opposed to that. I'll go play Battlefield 4 or PlanetSide 2 or Team Fortress 2 if I want to go play a shooter game and be good at it and you know, swell up my EPing a bit. I'm not going to use Robocraft for that game. It's not the way I play, and it's actually not fun for anybody on the other end of using those overpowered builds. So that's just how I feel about it. So there we have it. That's game. I captured a lot of towers. Got to have top score. And didn't do a whole lot of damage at all, but that's not the point of that bot. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.